Good ay. Good morning, Mr. Coles. Good morning, fellow classmates. Our group will be presenting our proposed government agency as well as our short-term plan that will work hand in hand in DOLE, NYC, and LGU in building programs that will help to address the problems of the youth and young professionals regarding skills training. So I am Donna Perez. We would like to introduce the name of the agency, which is the Multi-Skills Education and Expertise Development Authority, or MEDA, a government agency for skills training. Of course, we also have the logo that has been created and laid out by our designing team. This will be intended to be the face of the agency. For the mandate of MEDA, the Multi-Skills Education and Expertise Development Authority is the government agency in the Philippines that is tasked to manage and supervise individuals who want to acquire multiple skills or develop expertise in a specific field. The said agency is integrated with the National Youth Council, the Department of Education, Culture and Sports, Department of Labor and Employment, and local government units, or the LGUs. For the vision of MEDA to become a transformational leader in multi-skills education and expertise development of the Filipino workforce, meaning we would like to become a leader who inspires positive change in those who follow. For the mission of MEDA, MEDA set regulation, implement relevant standards, and develop programs geared toward a quality-assured and inclusive multi-skills education and expertise development and certification system. Meaning for us to achieve our vision, we set regulation and standards and develop programs for the effectiveness of the training that we have and for the success of the agency when it comes to producing quality skilled professional. For the 5 goals of MEDA, this will be Patricia Pilapil.
So this is Patricia Pilapil, and today I will be discussing about 5 goals that MEDA aims to achieve. So the number one is to promote and strengthen the quality of multi-skills education and expertise development programs to attain global competencies. For number two is to focus on multi-skills education and expertise development to fulfill the increasing demands for quality workers. For number three is to encourage critical and creative thinking by disseminating multiple skills and expertise development on manpower development programs. For number four is to recognize and promote the complementary functions of public and private institutions in multi-skills education, expertise development, and training systems. And also for number five is to inculcate desirable characteristics through moral character development with a focus on work ethic, self-discipline, self-reliance, and nationalism. And that's all po. Next presenter, please.
Good day, I am Pamela Jasmine Noal, the next reporter. And next is the proposed location of the team. First is in MEDA Manila, Luzon, which will be located in Lopez Building, Tayuman Street, Tondo, Manila, 100 Calakhang, Maynila. Next is MEDA Cebu in Visayas, will be located in Gate 3, MEDA Compound, Salinas Drive, Cebu City, Cebu. Last is Mindanao in MEDA Davao, will be located in 616 Rima Street, Aquino Subdivision, JP Laurel, Matina, Davao City, 8000 Davao del Sur. Next is the planning stage.
Good day, I am Kate Nicole Martin. For the external assessment, we have gathering data and information. Gathering data and information regarding global trends, national trends, Philippine labor situation, unemployment and employment rate, youth employment rate, and overseas Filipino workers. Data collection is a systematic process of gathering observations or measurements, whether you are performing research for business, governmental, or academic purposes. Data collection enables you to respond to open-ended questions. In a nutshell, it enables you to answer the whys, and data collections allow you to gain first-hand knowledge and original insight. It is important for us to understand what is happening globally or nationally, why there are still many unemployed workers, and why their wages are still low, and why so many OFWs or Filipinos prefer to work abroad. If you have enough data and information, you can figure out what is trending, why there's unemployment, why employees' wages are low, and so on. You can collect data and information through interviews, questionnaires and surveys, observations, documents and records, focus group, and oral histories.
Good day, I am Mary Grace Moros, and for the person responsible for the external assessment under planning stage activity, first we have certification office. Next is planning stage to be led by Mr. Berwin Magallanes, scholarship management division to be led by Ms. Kate Nicole Martin, and internal audit service to be led by yours truly, Ms. Mary Grace Moros. Next reporter, please.
Good day, good day everyone. I am Bern Magallanes and I'll be discussing the resources under the planning stage. The first one is the time and money. We need time and money to attain our objectives. Since this organization is new, we need plenty of time to secure that our objectives will be reached as part in our mission and vision. In terms of money, we need or we want to have donors at least or funds to operate this organization. And for the last one is stakeholders. They will be served as or as investors that will help us achieve our core values. Next reporter, please.
For the internal assessment, we have assessment of training regulations. Assessment of training regulations such as MEDA trainers must be holder of National MEDA Trainer Certificate NMTC Level 1. In this part, the assessment process seeks to determine whether the graduate or worker can perform to the standard expected in the workplace. Graduates who have obtained a National Trainer Certificate are now eligible to apply for employment that offer more options. Certificate is provided to those who meets the competency standards. Also, it can lead to higher paying jobs for those who qualify. Next reporter, please.
Good day again. I'm Mary Grace Moros. Under the internal assessment for the planning stage, we also have planning of programs, projects, and strategies to make MEDA on track in preparation for the development of multi-skills education. With this, it will help us, MEDA, to prepare the upcoming training programs, project, and activities that will assess what are the things we need to improve for the skills enhancement of the people, as we want our trainees to foster or improve their skills to help them find jobs that will benefit them and their company for their multi-skills and attain global competencies. Next reporter, please.
Good day everyone. And I am Bern Magallanes and I'll be reporting the last part under planning stage. Lastly, one of our plans is to establish innovation centers or training institutions to provide the best quality of learning systems for our scholars. Our organization promotes a multi-skills education, and in order to achieve that, first we need to establish training institutions to teach the youths and adults to achieve or to improve their skills in different aspects such as agriculture, technology, or if they want to have a better job in the service industry and other industry other industries that they prepare. This is to the extent that they can also provide foods for their families in the future, which I'm glad that we'll be able to help them achieve it. Training institutions or assessment centers will serve as a second home for them to enhance and let them nurture their talents and skills. We are preparing them for a better life that the world can offer. This organization focuses on developing the skills of the people regardless of their background. So we help them or we help people who are in needs. We keep them and we teach them on how to survive in life by providing livelihoods, seminars, centers that they can call a second home. Nonetheless, we are planning for innovation of training institutions to guide, develop, and teach our scholars to become skilled individuals in the workplace someday. And lastly, for the persons responsible under the certification of office, we under the persons responsible, we have certification of office. Next, for planning office, we have Mr. Berwin Magallanes, which is me, followed by Scholarship Management Division, which is held by Miss Kate Nicole Martin. Last is the Internal Audit Service, which is held by Miss Mary Grace Moros. That's all. Next reporter po.
Again, this is Pamela Nuwal, and for the development stage, our first task is to create a conducive and enabling environment. MEDA will create a conducive and enabling environment through organizing training for employees, which will help the management to be knowledgeable enough to create a growth plan and contribute to the improvement of the employees, specifying employees' duties by defining clearly their tasks and responsibilities to avoid unnecessary mix-up, keeping an open line of communication and encouraging team spirit. Next task will be discussed by Ms. Ira Payawal.
And for the task two, which is the prepare the Philippines workforce. Preparing the Philippines workforce skill development of the Filipino workforce is to set direction and promulgates the relevant standards to implement programs toward quality that assure the inclusive technical and educational skills that development and certificate of the workforce of the Philippines. Next reporters is Miss Pascual.
Good day, everyone. I am Harley Pascual. So, addition to that, for the task 3 is the assure Philippine industries a high economic employment growth potentials are provided with required quantity and quality of workers. It has a contribution in both economic growth and social equity by providing productive and employable skills needed by industries, communities, and individuals. We would like to formulate manpower and skills, set appropriate skill standards, and test coordinates and monitors manpower's policies and programs. For the last one, task 4 is to instill values and integrity in the conduct of delivery of full sector. We are planning to sustain the high quality of job in the Philippines and make it even more the best. By doing so, we will teach those interested people quality education in regards to integrity, conduct, and values in the future, and also set a high standards when it comes to with Philippine workforce. Thank you.
Next, for the person responsible in the development stage, the Human Resource Department will be led by me, Pamela Jasmine Noal. The HR department is responsible for maximizing employee productivity through trainings, as well as compensation and benefits, recruitment, firing, and keeping up to date with any laws that may affect the company and its employees. Next, the MEDA trainers, who will ensure the development of quality service delivery of MEDA, will be led by Ms. Harley Pascual and Ms. Ira Payawal. For the resources will be discussed by Ms. Ira Payawal.
And for the time, money, and stakeholder, the development stage for this is to process and improve services to the public that may reduce uh, the process time of some of the services, and this is the accordance to provides hands-on training to aim and to help individuals to develop their skills by having their programs. And also this is the consultation that may support the administration that support the Filipino people under the scholar of the stakeholders. Next reporter, please.
So proceeding now to the implementation stage. By the way, I am Cherry F. Pelayo, introducing the things that we need to implement, which are established, flexible, and agile system to be able to have workforce demands of the industry and also to provide their needs in MEDA, or what we call multi-skills education expertise development authority. Next, we have intensify collaboration with government agencies to avoid replicating of effort and also to maximize the programs that is considered on the beneficiaries. Next reporter, please.
Again, I am Donabel Perez. For the third task, MEDA will formalize a flexible system of qualification standards and training regulations adapted and customized to their needs wherever they may be. The entry requirements will be softened to the capability building of workers, even they are in the bottom part of the workforce. For the fourth task, MEDA will design and develop community-based training programs to respond to the needs of the basic sectors.
Again, this is Patricia Pilapil. So for the task 5 is to conduct regular seminars, training, and dialogues. The seminar training and dialogues are part of the efforts to establish a skilled workforce for the manufacturing, tourism, construction sectors. These seminars, trainings, and dialogues are an essential realizations of the objectives of TESDA's plan towards continuous development. For the task 6 is to strengthen recognition and incentives program. Part of interpreting the sectorial and national goals of TESDA is to strengthen recognition and incentive programs on the workforce trainees as a priority sector of Philippines economy. And that's all. Next presenter, please.
For the resources and person responsible for the implementation stage, first the Human Resource Department, which led by Miss Cherry Pelagio, the MELDA trainers, which led by me and Miss Patricia Pilapil. Of course, we also need time and money and the help of stakeholders.
So good morning, sir. I am Daniela Prado, and I'm the one who discussed about the evaluation and monitoring of MEDA plans. First is the communication plan. It is the assigned department shall ensure proper dissemination of information regarding the multi-skills education and expertise training or MEET, because communication plans are designed to inform the public. So this stage of evaluation enables the scholars to inform, remind, and engage with the company's scheme and programs. And the purpose of MEDA is engaging the cooperation of stakeholders and partners and promote MEET as valuable and practical learning and career path for the Filipinos. Next reporter.
Good day, I am Dwayne Raimundo. For the person responsible in the evaluation stage, that includes Human Resource Department, Partnership Linkage Office, to be led by Ms. Daniela Prado and Ms. Joel Policarpio, and Qualification Standard Office to be led by me, which develop a process to manage organizational development and prepare personnel to manage, implement new initiatives and program, and also we include skills and expertise. And lastly, employee training should incorporate the skills that are going to help employees to do their job and relates to achieving organizational goals. That's all.
So hello everyone, I am Jiwa Policarpio, your current presenter. So the next thing we have under the task evaluation stage is action program, wherein these are the steps to achieve the goals and objectives of MEDA, and it involves in three areas, which is the national, regional or provincial, and industry. That's all. Next presenter, please.
So for the national, it is an interagency collaboration at the national level shall be undertaken, which is this area can be collaborated within a nation. It is to provide widely engagement and promotion nationally. Next is the regional or provincial. Development of programs in the provincial which is just like national. MEDA must also take action with this area to reach provinces to promote and develop programs. Next reporter, please.
So in industry, to have a successful partnership with industry players will be considered invaluable in MEDA plan. So what are the industry players first? So these are the suppliers or manufacturers of raw materials, the influencers, customers, and such.
MEDA plans to have partnership with these industry players. Aside from it, it can give knowledgeable teams under this field. It can also be an opportunity to strengthen and create workers that will work under this specifically in the suppliers or manufacturers of raw materials or agriculture. That's also.
That is the end of our government agency proposal with the name Multi-Skills Education and Expertise Development Authority or MEDA. Again, I am Donna Perez together with my group mates. Good morning and have a good day. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you po.